Hello, this is tso.trade. Today I'm going to show our newly about to be released round numbers new generation indicator. We had an old one. While it was pretty cool, it used its own written backtesting abilities, which unfortunately are very limited due to TradingView and Pine script limitations. So this one will have a full strategy tester ability from up to like 10 years, I think, or even 15 years. You can use the deep testing feature. Let me just move this a little like this. There you go. And move this a little down so it's easier to see. So let me hide it for now. So yeah, as it's named, round numbers, this indicator uses round numbers. And round numbers, basically integers. Well, for different trading instruments, they can be different. Right now it's set to 1. Basically, round number unit is set to 1, meaning every $1 is a round number level. And round numbers in this indicator are used, round numbers are used as support and resistance levels, basically. And as you can see, once a round number is broken, the position is open. And here's a take profit, the circles, here's a stop loss, the crosses. As you can see, this first trade did not do well, it stop lossed. And then there's another one which breaks 426, a long trade, and this one actually looks to be going really well. This is actually a live trade, if you will, and this is already very good trade. Even if it doesn't get through take profit 5 level, this is what you want to see. And yeah, as you can see, each take profit, the green, since this is a long position going up, it's green. You can see every take profit here. Same way you can see that. So so yeah, let's simply go through. Oh yeah, let me just show real quick. There's a table with information here. It's gonna show you if you're long or calls, whatever you trade. The last take profit taken, it's take profit T4 for take profit target. This is your price difference, profit loss, and this will appear only if you turn on what is it, Elliott wave oscillator. It's gonna show if it's currently green or red color. I'm not sure it's really needed, but I decided to include it anyways. And it only appears here if you turn it on. Let's switch it off for now, and it should be gone. So let's just go through every setting, and I'm gonna explain it as we go. There is an older video of round numbers. It's somewhat similar, but this one will be a bit different since it uses new generation approach, if I can call it that. Let me show you what this. It is a bit explained here what it should be. Mainly with example for Bitcoins, it says set it to at least 100, which makes sense because Bitcoin is like, what is it, $30,000 or something, and $1 doesn't mean much. So you would want to set it to $100. So each $100 would be let me show you first. But setting 1, you can see all of your support resistance lines are like right here, which doesn't make any sense. It's each dollar, so there's no point. So let's try to switch it to 100, for example. Now every $100 is now you can see there is actually some trading now happening, because it may now makes some sort of sense. I still think it's well, it's not bad. It doesn't look good in terms of it's unpredictable. But yeah, this is a bit too small of a number for Bitcoin. I don't trade it much, but I would personally maybe set 500, because I think with the price going in thousands, basically 1,000 or 500, each $500 could be some sort of could be like a good support or resistance. As you can see, this is the round number where the price bounces, and this is where it goes through. It did go through here, but it did not go up. In here, however, it does, and then it goes further up. So as you can see, this is and this is a decent result. It's just it's so big because the properties are set to 50. Basically, each position would be 50 Bitcoins, which would be huge. What would be a big, almost $1 million. So yeah, if you would trade with million dollars with this setup, you would have $45,000, 500 profit. The problem here also is it's incorrectly set with initial capital. It's supposed to be then probably a million or $10 million or something like. To actually, for it to make sense, you have to set it accordingly. This is more like it. But I'm gonna use 1,000. It's easier to show. I'm gonna use S&P, and I'm gonna show some forex as well. So it's best to use with 1,000 initial capital. So let me show you right away forex. Just a standard Euro USD. Right now there will be no trades because our round number unit is set to 500, which doesn't make sense for forex because the price difference is in it's 5 decimals. So $500 basically $1 has to cost or I'm sorry, €1 has to cost $500 for this to make sense. So as it says here in the description, one round number unit will equal to 10 pips. So if you set it to 1, it will make some sense. It's gonna be a bit maybe not big enough, maybe for scalping. Well, it's pretty interesting. There it is. It's already there's a trade already. This is a short trade, and they look pretty good. If you wanna, and as you can see, this is 5-minute time frame. So this is basically 2 hours past, yeah, and this trade is still open technically. If you wish to move towards maybe more swing trading, maybe switch this to 15 and then switch it to 5, which is going to be 50 pips. Then it's going to be more of a swing trading. Right now position's going to be longer. As you can see now, a position can run for this is 3 days already. So yeah, so just increase the round number unit. You'll have a bigger, I mean, the bigger the round number unit, the more it will probably be appreciated, because the bigger the round number, the more price will appreciate that number basically. So that's why it's the best setting is 1 for SPY, because switch it to 5-minute, because that's basically an intraday setup, so it's best. And yeah, those $1 levels moves are pretty because you can see like there's a bounce, okay, it went through, right? Now it's trying to see if it's gonna go further. Another breaking another level. So it usually works well with these, with $1 round numbers. Okay, let's see. So let's just go through the settings real quick. The majority of them, if not all, are self-explanatory, but I'm gonna quickly explain them anyways. So you got the position, stats table, you can show or hide or whatever. Date range of trading. This is specifically if you wanna do backtesting for like a specific month. It won't work really long time ago, but it will work in maybe like a year or so, depending on the time frame. Or also it's good to use if you're gonna start trading at some date. Just set it here, and then you can keep track of your performance. Then maybe compare it with real performance. That's how I use it. Trading schedule. This is right now set up. It's on. It's set up for intraday trading time. You can highlight it. It's gonna basically highlight when you're gonna receive signals. I mean, so beyond this point, there will be no more signals. It's not done yet. I'm sorry. So this is still going. So yeah, but once it's gonna basically show you the area where the signals will be received. Besides that, there's a end of day position close setting, which can be at market close or before power hour, or completely off. And the script will assume you hold the position overnight, and it will never be closed unless it's closed by stop loss, take profit. As you know, power hour is the last hour of intraday trading session. US session goes from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, and yeah, some usually the big moves may happen during the power hour, so some don't like to trade it. Just make sure very important. Right now it's set to stop giving signals 15 minutes before power hour starts. Just don't get confused. This is this is 15 minutes before, because the power hour starts at 3, right? 3 p.m. and it's still, if there's a still signal 15 minutes before power hour, it's still open, but after that there's no more signals. The problem, what may happen here, you can set before power hour and set this to continue open trades until like the end of full trading session, and then signals will continue opening while they're not gonna close, because, and then basically the position will be kept overnight, and it's gonna be a lot of confusion. Just be careful. If you use before power hour, make sure this also makes sense. The actual trading schedule makes sense. Yeah, so that's it for the schedule. This is a trading systems. It will probably best if you just use the first one. The second one is pretty much the same, except if there is an opposite signal, somehow there's an opposite signal, it's gonna immediately close current trade no matter where it is and just open an opposite trade. It's probably going to be more trades, and it's not better or worse, but it is a bit more experimental. Now OCA, this one is probably fully experimental, as this one does not include take profit or stop loss. This is basically up, down, up, down. It's always going to change, which You could experiment with it, but I don't usually use it much. I included it specifically to just sometimes to check what it's gonna show, but also people requested this. There are two stop losses options. One is regular. By default I leave it on. You want to make sure it's on. And there is a stop loss. Basically, when a stop loss happens, for example here, you see there's a stop loss. This could easily be an opposite signal, and with this option here, I'm sorry, I had a phone calling. So here you see now it's not just stop loss. It shows long SL, short open. Now it's open immediately, another trade. Now for some configurations it may be good. It even shows better result, but it's definitely gonna be more trades. So I usually don't use it, but I mean, I use it for some of the forex setups because I mean, look, it's off and now the result is worse. So who knows? But it's really a choice, and just make sure it shows good backtesting results. I strongly suggest not to turn off regular stop loss, as you want to have a safe, some sort of a safety for the risk. Now push. This is basically push TP, so skip signal. This is basically if there's a big candle, which, for example, like this one, if this one would close beyond the first take profit line, and because this usually happens when something out of the ordinary happens or something crazy, and you don't want to deal, you just want to trade. Also, your stop loss becomes much bigger if the candle will close that far away, and it creates not the best risk reward ratios, and also there may be uncertainty why there's such a big sudden move. What if it's gonna suddenly reverse? So you can skip signal, just don't want to deal with it, or you can push TPs, which means push take profits. It's gonna push away the take profits. That way your take profits gonna be at least have a better risk reward ratio. And just test it out with backtesting. It works either way. Just need to test it out. Let's get to the take profit system, which can be either static or dynamic. Now dynamic, this is a bit of experimental thing. Basically, with static, all take profit levels are set. At position open, they are set, and that's it. With this setting, dynamic, it recalculates each take profit depending on how the candle, which closes at certain take profit, like how far it goes. So when there is an increase in a momentum of price, as you can see, there is little momentum, and then it's not that far. Take profit 2. Then there's a bigger momentum. Take profit 3 is further away. This is still good momentum. It's still pretty far away. So basically it reacts to price momentum. If there's going to be strong momentum, it's going to push these. It's going to recalculate every take profit and make them further away. It's an experimental feature. It's pretty cool. So it's just experiment, play around with it, see how it works. Now for stop loss, there's 3 settings. These are now now by themselves. Something I fixed because they were a bit, it was very confusing. So now it's take profit is by itself, stop loss is by itself. And stop loss can be static, which is set at position open and always gonna remain there. It can be dynamic, which will move stop loss to entry, where the position was open at either at any take profit. Like if take profit 1 is taken, stop loss is moved to entry. Basically reducing risk. You can see it's not always gonna work well, so that doesn't always mean it's gonna be better in the long run. But sometimes it makes a big difference towards much better profits and results. So let's continue. There is also now a trailing stop loss, which is gonna follow the trade basically. With each take profit, it's gonna move stop loss to previous take profit area or line. That way it goes behind, basically runs behind the trade, reducing the risk, which with this also may not always work. So I mean, like right now with no signal analysis, there's no signal cleanup, but basically blank. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like trailing stop. So you can use them both. It doesn't matter how you want to use them. The dynamic take profit's a bit better. Yeah, so they are now fully independent. So that doesn't. I'm gonna set them to static so it's easier to show off all the features. Number of take profits. This is basically by how much your position take profit is gonna be divided up. Do you want to divide it in 3? You can see now there will be another. See, in this particular today would not be very good because you would only take 3 profits, open new trade, and then it's a stop loss. So it's really you need to backtest. Like everything, you need to backtest, but you can give it a try. Also, there's a preference. Some people like just 3, some people 5, some people just 1 or 2. So let's go next. This is TP offset. Basically, these take profit levels. Sometimes price comes very, very close to these levels, but never cross them, and then just turns around and goes and goes the other way. So you can turn on offset, which is gonna move these take profits slightly down. Let me actually make it 10 cents. Let's do 10 cents. So every take profit is gonna be moved 10 cents. So it's easier to see. It shows a little better results than without it. So it often showed some interesting results. Just gotta make sure it's a little off, so it makes sense. Yeah, and it's a great feature to use. Let's see what else. Just make sure it's correct, because for S&P it's gonna be 10 cents, which is $0.1 basically. If you're gonna use Forex, make sure it's logical, and there's some examples here which will help you determine what number to use here. So that was offset. Let's continue on the candle analysis. This is basically candle color. If candle is bullish, and here it's blue, yellow. If it's bullish, if the signal is bullish, candle must be bullish for a long signal. For up, same way the opposite. If not, it's not gonna open a signal. Skip opposite candle types. This is basically for candle structure, opposite candle structure from the candle color, like this little candle. It's falling star or down hammer, whatever you want to call it. It's blue or green, which is a bluish candle, but the structure is opposite, and that candle would be a signal opener, and this setting would be on. It would not open a signal. Similar, skip dodgy in skipping the size of candles. And that's pretty much it for candle analysis. Next is a chain. Well, this is also a chain. Everything is a chain here, basically, like a train. And you turn on or off the analysis, signal analysis, or features. You want to get the cleanest signals for the best rewards, best profits. So the first one for all the divergence and similar things is Elliott wave oscillator. You basically turn it on and then play around with it. These numbers mean a lot, trust me. If you slightly change them to this 35, look at the result. It immediately was better. Now it's 83, so with 37, or what was it? Was it 47? Or 47? Like, yeah. So yeah, the slight change in numbers here mean a lot. So you need to actually play around here a lot. Try different things. Try them separately, then try to combine them. That's how you search for that best strategy configuration. So below are simply additional tools, VWAP, MA, and like MA ATR. It's gonna actually show that on the chart, so you can see how it actually works. If it's above ATR, it's gonna open. If it's below, it's not gonna open. So same way you can configure it as you wish. There's this RSI and MACD. This is pretty cool feature. It's pretty strong in cleaning up signals. There's also volume, especially for S&P. Volume can play a big role. And this basically, you set up a percentage based on the length, based on the last 20. Right now it's set to 21. So based on 21 last candles, if the volume is at 100%, which is good volume, maybe not super strong, but good volume, then, and that signal candle is that candle which has that volume, is gonna open signal. Let's set it to something like ridiculously high, and you're gonna see it's not gonna open here unless, yeah, well, this one does. So this candle had a lot of percentage of volume, because I set it to 250. So, and so, I mean, that I would not put it in the actual config. It's too big. Maybe try 150, try 175. You can raise this to 75. It's a decent thing. Very interesting. And so yeah, use it in combination. Use it by itself. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. This is an alert settings. You don't have to touch this unless you're gonna be using some sort of a webhook tool for setting up trading bot, and it requires specific labels, as this alert is gonna basically be passed as in JSON format. If you're gonna trade yourself, don't worry about this section. So as you can see, it takes time. For me, it may take from several hours up to several days to find a good strategy configuration, because as you can see, this is literally thousands of combinations in terms of like if all of them, the actual combinations. I mean, each setting does not have a lot, but all in combination, it's a lot, trust me. So I mean, if you have your favorite instrument, you can just play around. You know, I mean, you have to only do it once. Just make sure you use the deep backtesting and set it to something to. I set it to at least 5 years. If it shows good, then just generate report. If it shows good results in 5 years, then I would trade it. That's like okay, it's worth investing, as trading is just like investing, and that's this is my approach. And you can see this is not bad. I don't 445% in 5 years is pretty good. I don't really like this. I know it's past, it goes through COVID, but I mean, I don't know. I would like it more, maybe a little in the beginning, go down, but then to then to just go up, gradually go up, maybe go down a little, up. I don't really like that for so long. But once again, it's somewhere around COVID. It's a good number, but I don't like the picture here, so I would not trade this. I would play around until I see something better. Let me show you what I'm looking for. That's basically next topic. If you're too lazy for this, check out our website. Right now, this indicator, this is our website. This indicator is not published on the website, but for example, as Camarillo pivots indicator, if you're too lazy, just get to this trading strategies backtest price list and just look for your favorite instrument here. It's got some forex. Now it has S&P, QQQ. What I'm looking for in 5 years, something like this. Even though it's still a bit bad in here. So this is COVID. Unfortunately, it did not go through COVID, but it's still good enough. The best let me show you like what I like the most, like Euro USD. This is probably the best what I want to see. This is very good result. This is including spread of 1.5 pips. So it includes spread. There's no commission because and you can trade without commission, without using the spread. I'm sorry, just using the spread. This is amazing. This is what I want to see. This is the best picture what I would trade. So this is, and you can see risk low. There's mild risk. If there is something like this is mild risk. So yeah, you can. These are just $5. You just buy them, then we will provide the actual config. You just put it in and start trading. Just please note you need the actual indicator to use those configs, and I think it's fair because the amount of time it takes to find these is a lot, and if you don't have that time, you can just buy them. I think this would be it. I think I explained everything. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments in the video, or just contact me directly through TradingView. My name is tso.trade, or just contact through our website. I'll be happy to explain anything. If there is any concerns or something not clear, and happy trading. Be careful. Good luck.